Hey, it's Leanne and Simon on Loving Life Now for our topic today, trial and error. And we've just gone live over there on Instagram as well. Welcome. Now, I'm going to do some sharing while some people join us. So...
You're going to share it across our 87 million Facebook channels.
Oh, no one's going to get that joke unless they were actually partying.
Oh, that's right. Well, a big welcome and a big hello and good evening to everyone joining us on Facebook Live. Yeah, a big hello to all those that are joining us on Facebook Live, and those over on Instagram. Good evening. Who we got over there? Is Monique? It is.
It's Monique.
And happy birthday to you for yesterday.
Over here at this point.
And no, yes we are. Look, there's Ida. Hey guys, nice to see you. G'day Ida. Jane Cameron's watching. G'day Jane. We've got people pinging in from all over the place. We're going in live on Facebook and also live on Instagram. So thanks for joining us over there on Insta.
Hello there.
Debbie Sue, Shani, good evening. We got a great topic lined up this evening called trial and error.
Hello Cindy. I can't see that far. You have to.
Monique just says hello, and she said thank you because I said happy birthday for yesterday. She shares the same birthday as you.
It's me. Yay! It's my birthday yesterday.
Yeah, it was Monique's too.
Hello. Happy birthday, Monique. We must be awesome. That's all
another great Leo. That's what I said to her. Hi guys, Bev Matthews says managed to catch you live. Hello Bev. Shushi and Jimmy. Hello. Happy birthday, Leanne. Jacinda Henderson. Hello to you both. G'day. Gail says hello. G'day, Gail. And Philippe. G'day, Philippe. Hi to you in Melbourne. And as you join us, come on, let us know you're here. Pop your name in. Say hello. We'd love to welcome you to tonight's stream. And of course, we've got a great topic lined up called trial and error. Lee and I had some of our friends make up a video for my birthday a week ago. And in that video, two of them decided to do a bit of a mock of our Facebook Lives. So they did this whole setup of us going live, and they're like, "Hello, this is Simon and Leanne coming to."
Let me show you my glasses.
Yeah, and they said, "Let me just wait. We need to share it across our 87 million Facebook channels." What else did they say? They said something about Simon and Leanne go wild.
Yes. Oh no, that's the private channel.
Oh, that's their private channel. Sorry. It was very funny. Anyway, Diane Castles, hi from South Australia. Jeff Nixon says happy days. And happy birthday to you both. Happy birthday to Lee for yesterday.
Simon's is gone. He's done.
It's now the rest of her month. We established that last week.
Now.
Yeah, I had to take my cards down, signage down, balloons down, all that sort of stuff.
Put them in my back pocket.
Hello, happy belated birthday, says Debbie McDermott. Belinda Miller, happy birthday. Leanne Haggard, she said. As you join us, pop your details in, let us know you're here. G'day to those guys over joining us on Instagram. We've got Hayley. G'day, Hayley. And we've got Claire Bear. G'day, Claire. All the way in Melbourne. And happy birthday for yesterday, Claire said.
Hong Kong, Damien, hello.
G'day to you guys. Thanks for joining us. Lee's busy doing our shares across our 87 million social media channels. Not really, none at all. But anyway, our topic this evening is trial and error. So looking forward to this one. It's a good one. Lee actually called it Trial and Error Tuesday. So I thought that was funny. What are we, trialing and erroring Tuesday?
We're trying out Tuesday if we don't like it.
We don't like it.
We're going to refund. We're going back to Wednesday.
To Trial and Error Tuesday. Louise says happy birthday, Leanne.
Thanks,
Patricia
guys.
Longfield, hello.
Hello.
And hi, thanks for joining us from the Sunshine Coast, I believe.
We've got Derek over there.
Derek is over there.
A couple others, which I can't read that far.
All right, so let's talk about the topic, trial and error. One of the things is, do you learn by trial and error? That's a good question. Do you learn by trial and error?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. I do. And anyone that doesn't, maybe you're not trying hard enough. So I guess the first thing when we look to get out of our comfort zone and we look to create change, and we're all talking, we're on the topic of decision at the moment. And when we go to make new decisions, we have to get outside our comfort zone to do things, and we've got to learn. So how do we learn?
By doing.
We learn by doing, but we learn by trial and error as well.
Yes.
So sometimes we've got to...
If that doesn't work, you do something else.
Absolutely. Now, is it a valuable life skill, Lee? Is trial and error a valuable life skill?
I think so.
Yep. Mm-hmm. I would say it is too. I think we can, there's many things in our life, and we're going to discuss this, that we can learn from along the way, which is some really great lessons. Now, as an entrepreneur, of course, we encounter firsts in everything we do, right? Do you remember when you first got started in this online business industry?
Yeah, well, I printed out the script And my first was, quick, I've got to read the script. And then my second was also read the script, and my third and my fourth.
So you learned as you went along, right?
Yes.
And did you feel like you trialed, like it was a trial and error for you?
Yeah.
Even though you're following a script, sometimes you might stuff the script up. You might make some mistakes.
Well, it was a trial and error until I learnt it, and then I made it my own, right?
Yeah, okay.
So I was just trialing and testing this and testing that and trying different words. And
So when we get started in anything, Lee, there's always firsts along the way, right? So you think about when the Wright brothers first flew a plane, right? Mm-hmm. They did it by trial and error. They created it. They wanted to make it happen. They had a vision. They had a goal. And so the first flight was a trial and error flight. The first computer was a trial and error, right? Mm-hmm. It was about developing something that was totally new. The first spacewalk, the first man on the moon was trial and error.
Yeah.
Can we get someone there? Can we make it happen? The first coal mine, when we started mining for coal in Australia, was trial and error. We don't know necessarily what the outcomes are going to be.
No.
Right?
Well, the first car and the first
there's
everything.
So many. The first of everything, right? The first time a baby or a child starts to walk, it's trial and error, right? Because they start, they try, they fall over, they get back up. Riding a bike, same thing. It's a bit of trial and error. Mm-hmm. We've got a couple more people join us over here on Facebook.
That's not Facebook,
Derek.
that's
Sorry, on Instagram. Derek's joined us, and we've got another name there, but I can't read it.
And I just realised there's no filter on Instagram. So I had microdermabrasion done today, and I couldn't put makeup on. I'm like, we need a filter. So we've got a filter on Facebook, but I've just looked at Instagram and thought, oh, we don't have a filter over there. So sorry over there on Instagram. You'll have to see my red face.
All right, so let's go back to, so what other firsts we got? Family first. So as a family, you can have firsts in your family. It can be the first child. It can be the first graduate, the first person to become an athlete, the first person to become an actor or a filmmaker, or, someone decides not to have kids. That's a first, right? That's a first decision for their family, not to have kids. Bruce Patrick,
Bruce.
Thanks for joining us. We've got Sat Humaya, that's a long name, from South Australia. Aloha. G'day.
Aloha.
From Millicent in South Australia. Hi, Sat Humaya, I think it is. So we're talking about trial and error, and there's always firsts and things in our lives. We all have it. We all create it. We all go through firsts, and we've got to learn to do these things, and we sort of trial things, and we make some errors along the way. So is trial and error a valuable life skill? You said yes. I agree. Is trial and error something we learn by?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
I hope so.
Now, of course, when you move to a new town, it's going to be trial and error, right?
Yeah.
You might move to a new suburb. You might move to a new house. You might move into a new apartment block.
Well, I'd hope if you bought a house that you weren't just trialing it for a little
Yeah,
while.
but some people might buy a house, move into the area, and then hate the area, right?
True.
So, in a way, there is a little bit of trial and error that goes with it, because you don't really know. It would, but you don't really know, right?
Yeah.
Now, if you buy a business, if you get started in a business, you've got to trial and error your way to success, right? So this is what we're talking about. How do we make better decisions? How do we move forward? How do we create success? And a lot of this can be trial and error. We've got a few people waving. Somebody else is waving over there on Instagram. Hello. Thanks for joining us. And we also, all these things can be firsts in our life, but you've got to create your own path.
Yeah.
To get to where you want to go, right? And how do you get there if there's, you don't know the roadmap or the way to go? So you've got to
trial and error your way there.
You've got to take.
Try this, that doesn't work. Try
Yeah.
that doesn't work.
Yeah.
Try this, that does work. Okay, let's do some more of that.
Yeah. So you'll be willing to learn. You'll be willing to trial and error bit by bit. So work your way along. And some of the things, there's a little saying here: the task ahead is on wonderfully liberating way to live, but it creates a valuable life skill in the process. You learn what you need to control. So I think that's important. You learn what you need to control. So we learn along the way, and we learn a whole range of life skills.
Yeah.
Now, some of these skills, Lee, can be from past experiences. Some of them can be from things that that we've explored avenues in our life that haven't worked, right? So you and I have both been married before. That didn't work out the way we wanted it to work out.
So we're trying it again, but with different.
So
people.
we're trialing and erroring
Different
again.
people. I think a couple people joined us. Hey, Nathan, and I can't read that far.
No.
Hello, everyone.
I can't read the names on Instagram because everyone has these weird names. They don't have they have abbreviations or your names all together, and it's really hard. So thank you for joining us on Instagram. We've got our great topic, of course, is trial and error.
Gabby says it's kind of like the firstborn child. Give it a go. See how it goes. Right. If it goes okay, you have another one.
You have another one. That's right. If it works out. So, but are there things that you've, I guess, not succeeded at in the past? Max said some of us take longer than others. Gallett laughing at us, at what we're talking about.
Laughing with us.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
But, there's some things in our life that can hold you back. So you could come out of a failed marriage and go, you know what, I'm never going to be married again. I'm done with that, and you could use that as something to hold you back in life.
Yes.
Right? A bit like falling off a bike. You could chuck a tandy, throw the bike down and say, I'm never going to ride a bike again because I fell off, I grazed my arm. And
that sounds like me.
and my elbow, and I don't like it.
I fell off when I was a kid and I haven't been back.
Right. Okay. Well, we need to rectify that one. So of course, trialing our way can sometimes lead to what? What can it lead to?
Decisions?
Yeah, but something can lead to, I guess, you not making decisions as well, right?
Yeah, well, decision to not make a decision.
Yeah, because sometimes people can get into a situation where they've tried something, it didn't work or it failed, and then they want to give up. Or they don't want to go there again because they think, well, I tried that and it didn't work.
Yep.
Whereas if you try something once, sometimes you can do it better the second time. Or alternatively, you course correct slightly and then you try it again, right?
Yeah.
So we've got to allow and make the new opportunities come alive. We can't just go through something and say, well, it didn't work, so we don't want to do that again.
Well, it's kind of like what I mentioned on the training call we did the other day. So you don't look for the next shiny object. You polish the object you already have and make it shinier and make it better.
Yep.
Right?
Yep, right.
So
yes,
that makes the
yeah.
same analogy, really.
Bold decisions equal bold results, right?
Yes.
So in order for us to overcome those past things, and it could be, let's say you had a car accident, and I had a car accident when I was young. Let me share this story. I was a young, I don't know, maybe I would have been, maybe 17. Yeah. So I was 17 years old, and I was driving to work on a Saturday morning, and I was the assistant manager at a department store. So it was my day to open. So I had to get there at 7:30 and open the store and let the staff in and get everything ready for the day. And I was on my way to work, and I was coming down a hill in the rain, and a fire truck pulled out from a blind intersection, and I braked, locked up and skidded and went smack straight into the side of the fire truck. Now, who's at fault? Is the fire truck at fault or am I at fault because I hit the fire truck? Well, ultimately, the story was the fire truck was at fault.
Fire truck? What fire truck?
Because they had their lights on, but didn't have their siren on, and it was raining, and I had the windows up, and they pulled out of a blind intersection, and they had to come out into the intersection to see, to make their way. And by that time, it was too late. I hit the brakes and went straight into the side of them. So, I could have turned around and said, well, oh my God, I'm not going to drive again, or I'm scared of fire trucks.
Or, is that why you do a runner when there's a fire truck?
So there's fire trucks I pull over, let them go, let them through. So anyway, it's all about overcoming adversity. So if you have a car accident, you could totally say, oh, well, what's the positive? Well, go get a new vehicle, right? So get a new car. So that's the positive.
Unless your car was already new.
Well, true, but then you get a new one. So what's good about it, when you have a bad experience or something doesn't quite work out the way you would have liked, there's two things you can ask yourself. What's good about it? And what would I change?
Or what can I learn?
Yeah, what can I learn? What would I change and what can I learn? So there's a couple of things, right? What's good about it? What can I learn from it? And what would I change if I did it again? So there's a lot of things that you can look at and say, okay, then I've got to make some bold decisions and move forward. Now, if at first you don't succeed, Lee, what do?
Try again and again.
Try again.
And again and again.
And how many times do you try again?
Until. Debbie Sue says that's why you didn't become a fireman.
That's right, Debbie Sue.
And there's heaps more people over
Richard
here
said
on
finding the right
Instagram.
support
Hello.
and help sometimes takes trial and error. It does, Richard, absolutely. Finding the right support and help sometimes takes trial and error. And there's lots of people that go through different circumstances in life, whether it be businesses, whether it be finding jobs, and they trial and error their way through them. Roz says, I'm
failing my way to
success. Well, that's my next point, Roz, is you fail your way to success. It's often said.
She knows.
It's often said and it's often heard, and that is that we fail our way to success. Now, of course, it's trial and error, right? Peggy says, try something one way, and if it doesn't work, try to do it differently and never quit. Absolutely. Bold decisions, or do you go for a conservative approach? What's your favourite there? Bold. You can be conservative if you want, but it's not going to necessarily move you to the success that you want to create.
Yes.
So creating success is about trial and error. It's about making better decisions. Mm-hmm. It's about overcoming past obstacles, things that that maybe didn't work out quite right for you, and then you've moved and created something different. So you can always go on to create something different. Louise says, it's the way we learn to walk as babies. You fall on your bum a few times and then you get up. Absolutely. No one fails, everyone learns, says Sat. That's great. Love it. I think everyone fails their way to success, says Karen. Hayley says, run when you can walk, if you must crawl, if you have to, but never give up. Oh, it's Nathan. Okay. Mm-hmm. So run when you can walk, and if you can crawl, if you have to, but never give up. Absolutely. Bold decisions always, says Jacinda.
Ooh.
Well, that's the big thing, right? So your ability is governed by how bold you are and how boldly you want to drive your vehicle, your life into the right direction. Mm-hmm. So you can create success.
You can.
You can. Everyone can. And by doing it, you've just got to trial and error. So if something doesn't work, trial a different way, do something different.
Well, this analogy is, the only way to fail is to give up, right?
Absolutely. So the only way you fail is to give up. So that's our topic. If you've got anything else you want to add to what's already been said or what's already been shared this evening, welcome to pop it in the comments. Happy to have some feedback and hear from you guys out there that are watching. Again, the topic, trial and error. So what do you think about trial and error? Mm-hmm. Is it something that's worked for you? Is it something that you can work on and improve on? Is it something that you can overcome past situations and not allow them to hold you back now?
Yeah.
All right. So sometimes we can learn, all right, well, we can be better in this situation, or we can do better in this particular situation.
Or we can be better and do better.
Yeah, both. Yep.
Keep moving forward. Just don't stop.
That's right. Momentum, right? You've got to have momentum in life, in what you're doing. So you've got to move forward powerfully with bold decisions and get bold results. And remember, it's often said, people fail their way to success. And, a lot of successful people will tell you, well, how'd you get there? What'd you do? And they said, I really failed my way here. I made a lot of mistakes along the way, but I kept going and I kept moving forward, and it was trial and error. I tried something. If it didn't work, I tried something different. And then if that didn't work, I tried something different. And that can just be progress. That doesn't have to be totally different things. It just says, I've been more bold than ever over the past few months. I'm enjoying the ride. Definitely lots of trial and error. Well, that's great.
It is great.
Bernie said, quitters never win and winners never quit. I love that one. Quitters never win and winners never quit. That's a good one. Thanks,
Love
Bernie.
it. Awesome.
So that's our topic for the week. We had a big weekend.
We did.
Lee celebrated her birthday. We had some friends over on Saturday night and had a lovely celebration. Celebrate your 41st birthday.
It was very tame compared to your party.
It was tame. But that's okay.
It is.
We had a great evening. We had a great weekend. We went and saw Dare to Dream, the secret movie, the new secret movie out here in Australia in cinemas, for those of you that can go to cinemas, which we can in Queensland. So we went and saw that. Louise says, remember to be kind to yourself, and when you do fail, be grateful for the learning, and know you're one step closer to success.
And Cindy says, do you feel patience is needed as well? Absolutely.
Yeah, I think there's absolutely got to be a level of patience. You've got to understand that ask yourself, are you moving closer to your goal by the choices and the decisions you make? Are they moving you further away from where you want to go, or are they moving you closer to where you want to go? Mm-hmm. And as long as they're moving closer to where you want to go, then you're heading in the right direction.
Yep.
So the weekend was great. We went and saw Dare to Dream.
Yeah.
Took the kids, which was great. So highly recommend it. Great movie. Talks about personal development, the law of attraction, and it's a great storyline, bit of a love story, bit of a tearjerker. Take your tissues, bit emotional. You know, if you're a parent, you got kids, it can really touch you, and of course, just a good love story as well. Mm-hmm. What else did we do? Went out for dinner, went out for lunch.
Yeah, went out for lunch.
Went to a new Mexican restaurant.
Yes.
And we also had lunch at the Collective at Palm Beach on the Gold Coast. That was good.
Our fave.
And of course, that was all part of celebrating the weekend and enjoying getting out and
just celebrating
your birthday.
Right. We just celebrated the weekend.
And your birthday, of course.
So we've got more celebrations this week. We're staying at the casino for the night and going out to our favourite Japanese.
Absolutely.
And then
movie was great. Got a bit emotional, said Nick. Yeah, I agree, Nick. Touches the heartstrings. Roz says, I must go and see it. Absolutely. Peggy said, awesome movie, fabulous book. I loved it. Well, this is a whole new movie, Peggy, so it's totally different. It's called Dare to Dream, and it's got some great Hollywood stars in it.
Katie Holmes in it.
Katie Holmes, yeah. Used to be in a lot of things. So Katie Holmes is in it. She's
Nathan, it's my birthday month.
Yep.
We had this conversation today.
So Roz says we're party animals. Yeah, we are a little bit.
We try to be.
All right, so that's it from us for this week. Yes. But thank you for joining us. Big thanks to everyone that's jumped on Instagram and also on Facebook Live. And we're going to be back same time next week with another great topic. Mm-hmm. And so 7:30 Tuesday nights, we do our Facebook Live. Of course, here, same place, Loving Life Now Facebook page. But don't forget, all of our videos are uploaded and saved to not only Facebook, but also Simon and Leanne YouTube channel. We'd love for you to come and subscribe over there. Mm-hmm. And also Simon and Leanne IGTV, Instagram TV.
Yep, and so a couple of you have come and joined me on TikTok. So hello, thank you.
You can rewatch any of the videos on YouTube, but come and subscribe. When they get uploaded, you get a notification. And if there's something that you want to revisit or go back over the topic, then, great to just have it playing in the background. Mm-hmm. Quite often I'll revisit any recordings that I've got of different things, whether it be ours or somebody else's, and just listen to what we're talking about, listen to topics, listen to what's being shared. It can be really valuable.
Absolutely.
So Gallard says, thank you guys. Debbie says, thanks. Roz says, thank you guys.
Thanks.
Always love this space. Sad says, aloha and a big mahalo.
Mahalo.
And Debbie says,
here come the list of credits.
Come the list of credits.
We should do that.
Stuart said, can you do a live feed for us from the movies next time you're in there, Victoria? Sorry, Stuart, I know.
That could be a good idea.
Yeah,
we might get in trouble, though.
We might get in trouble. Live streaming from we're in gold class, too.
Yeah.
Took the kids to gold class. They enjoyed that. And, all right, we're out of here.
Thanks, guys.
Have a great evening. Thanks for joining us. And we'll see you next week. Same time, Tuesday evening, 7:30 on Loving Life Now Facebook page.
Sounds good. Bye.
All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thanks.